Hello everybody, Ark Nova here, getting back to more Let's Play Trails in the Sky the Third. When last we left off, we made it to the 4th plane without Reese, because she wants to do some of her own stuff. And we, concluded some shenanigans. To the store. Girl who entrusts her feelings to her blade. Only then shall the door open. So, we're doing this star door with Annalise, and then we'll keep going onward. So I might try to do one door per video. Unless it's a sun door. I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Because these take a lot of time. Interesting. Wow, that's a surprise. Annalise. Oh, Lugron. Is something the matter? It's not like you to walk right up to the second floor without even looking at the board and sit quietly like this. You're not feeling sick from eating too much ice cream or something, are you? Don't be silly. I'm not a kid anymore, you know. Could have fooled me. I swear that you were the one who ate 3 full scoops first thing one morning and later had to go to the stomach medicine. Go get some stomach medicine from Spence. Maybe my memory's playing tricks on me? Well, let's all pretend that never happened, okay? Besides, that was back when I was a junior bracer. That was forever ago. I learned my lesson after that, I swear. Now I never have more than 1 scoop each morning. You're not supposed to have ice cream in the morning at all, you know. Well, no matter. So what have you been doing up here all this time anyway? Oh, right. Well, you see, I got a letter from my pappy who lives a long way away this morning. Really now? He's a swordsman if I recall, isn't he? Yup, he's an instructor. He's real famous among sword practitioners, actually. Yun-Kai of the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School. Ah, yeah, that's the one. I was familiar with the name even before meeting you, but I was quite surprised to find out you were his granddaughter. Oh, holy shit, for real? So, Yun-Kai of the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School is the instructor slash master that Reen Schwarzer, the main character of Trails of Cold Steel, trained under. So that's his sword style. Didn't he used to live here in Liberl? I'm surprised you know about that. Can't say I have any memories of when he was here, though. It was around when I was born, so how could I? That long ago, I see. So how's he doing? Well? Judging by his letter, yeah, he's doing fine. I haven't had the chance to meet him in person for about a year now. Last time we had the chance to spar, I felt like he was totally babying me, even though he's like 70. He really must be skilled to be treating an active bracer that way. Oh, what's with the sudden serious face? Oh, it's nothing all that major, but I've been wondering something for a while. Why do you stay here when you can join him? Sorry, I'm lost. Well, it's just that you're aiming to improve your swordsmanship, aren't you? It feels like if you have a grandfather like that, the fastest way to do that would be to go with him and polish your skills at his side. That's, well, I suppose it's not my place to be telling you what may or may not be best for you. Sorry, Annalise, you needn't pay any attention to an old man like me. No, that's not true at all. I really appreciate your advice, so please don't think it's not your place to give it. I can definitely see where you're coming from on this. I do have my reasons for being here and all. They're just a little difficult to explain. Oh? I do want to learn about swordsmanship and swords in general. So in that sense, you're right about continuing to train under Pappy would be both the best and fastest course of action. But that's not at all what I want to do. That's not all I want to do with my life. I want at least as much, if not more, to know about what it means to be a bracer. I guess it's a case of wanting to learn more about swordsmanship as a bracer rather than as a swordsman, if that makes sense. Am I even doing a good job of explaining this? No, I think I see where you're coming from now, actually. Besides, Pappy once told me that he taught me all of the technical side of swordsmanship, forms, crafts, and that kind of stuff already. Whether I can master them all or not is all down to me now. So in that sense, I feel like there's no specific need for me to train under him nowadays. Of course, whether I'm really advancing in my swordsmanship now is another issue entirely. I wish I could say for sure that I was, but, I see. What's with the silent treatment all of a sudden? Oh, it's nothing. You're just not really one for these kinds of serious discussions. So I was impressed to see you were even capable of them. Hey, I am so capable. Besides, you were the one who kind of pushed me into talking about all this stuff first. I'm glad I did, too. Anyway, getting back to the point, what did the letter even say anyway? Oh, right. Well, as surprising as it is, it says that I should go and see Cassius Bright. Cassius? The one and only? Yep, that's right. Supposedly, Pappy was invited by the Royal Army to be a guest instructor at some point a long time ago. That's when he trained Cassius, too. Oh, so Cassius was also trained by him? So ever since, they've had this kind of student-master relationship with one another. Cassius even went out of his way to go and see him 10 years ago when he decided to stop using a sword, too. 10 years ago? That would put it around the time when he left the army and became a bracer. What exactly prompted him to tell you to go visit Cassius now, though? Well, I guess he only just recently found out that Cassius has returned to the army, so now he's wondering whether he might take this opportunity to take up the sword again. I got you. He wants you to go and ask for him and let him know what he says. Yeah, I see. People really do end up connected in the strangest places in the funniest ways. Tell me about it. Anyway, that being said, I kind of have a favor to ask. You want time off, I assume? Well, who am I to say no? You've got good cause to have it. I can even get in touch with the army and set up a meeting with Cassius if you want. Really? Really. Go along and get that truth your grandfather wants for him. But in return, I want you to take care of every single one of the monster extermination quests on the board first. Every single one? Aren't there like 5 of them right now? Sure, but the monsters in this area will be no trouble at all for you as you are now. That'd be less of a problem if Grant were around, but I had to lend him to the guild over in Ruan, and he's still not back. You're gonna have to pick up the slack here in his place, especially if you want time off. Okay. 3 days later. Lacedown Fortress. Whew, I'm finally here. Right on time, too. Okay, let's go bug Cassius. Can I help you? Well, I'm Annalise Elfide, a bracer with the guild. I've come to meet with Brigadier General Bright. Ah, I see. I believe we've been expecting you. I'll pass on that you've arrived, then. You might have to wait a little while before you can meet with the General, though, I'm afraid. Huh? But I'm right on time. Did something throw his schedule off? Something must have. I can't pretend to know much more than you do. But the General's a very busy man, so it's not at all unusual for things like this to happen. Anyway, like I said, I'll pass on that you've arrived, but I'm going to have to ask you to wait out here for a while. Sure, no problem. This is taking ages. I hope the meeting isn't going to end up getting canceled or something. I really don't want to have to come all this way for nothing. I suppose if I can't meet with Cassius, I could at least go shopping in Grantsville. I should probably be getting the new lineup of stuffed toys around now. Which one I should get? Maybe the bear or a crocodile once in a while would be nice. Excuse me, young lady. The General can meet with you now. Really? Just wish he was daydreaming about the good stuff. Good day, sir. Thank you. And you must be Annalise, I assume? Yes, I am. Welcome to Lacedown Fortress. The General is waiting. Please follow me. Oh, thank goodness. I seriously thought I was going to have to go home without getting to see him. I'm terribly sorry for the wait. Well, please follow me. You got it, sir. I brought your visitor, sir. Very good. You may return to your duties. Thank you, sir. I'm really sorry about the delay there, Annalise. Oh, don't be. I'm more thankful you took the time out of your busy schedule to speak with me at all. Haha, this is the least I can do for someone from my old line of work. It's been a while since we last met, though, hasn't it? You've become a seasoned veteran before I knew it. I'd certainly like to think I have. I can't have Estelle soar ahead of me while she's abroad, can I? This is just what rivals do. Haha, so they do. I'll be looking forward to seeing just how much stronger the two of you can become. You won't be disappointed. Getting to the point, I was pleased to hear that old Master Kafai is still in good health. I believe it was because of him that you came here today. Yes, that's right. I didn't realize you were an acquaintance of his before this. I certainly am. In short, he's the man who taught me the way of the sword. That was over 20 years ago by this point. The first time we met was when back in the military academy too, so I studied it under him. I still remember the harsh training sessions he gave here at Lacedown like they were yesterday. Really? Is there any special reason you didn't say you knew him before? You knew I was his granddaughter, didn't you? I did. By the time I first met you, I had long given up the path of the sword. It didn't feel appropriate in my eyes to act as if I was a student in light of that. Oh, gotcha. I haven't seen him in about 10 years, I think. He does write to me on occasion, but how is he these days? Does he still have that same old vim and vigor? Yep, he really doesn't act his age at all. Still, if If you'll let me get right to the point, the reason I came here is to continue the discussion he had with you 10 years ago. Oh? To tell you the truth, Pappy still laments the fact that you left the path of the sword. That was why he wrote to me when he heard you'd returned to the army. He wondered whether you'd be returning to the military way, or military may mean you were also ready to pick up the sword again. So this is it. He'd like to know directly from you how you feel. I see. Well, it's a great honor that after so many years he still cares so much about an inexperienced and utterly lacking swordsman like me. And yet, I'm afraid my answer is that I still have no intention of taking up a blade again. Can I ask you why? You certainly can, but I'm not sure how to put my answer. This has always been on my mind, too. I've always wondered what would prompt someone so skilled with a sword that they gained the title Divine Blade to leave it all behind. And I don't mean to make light of your skill with your staff or say it's inferior. Nothing like that. I think he gave up the path of the sword because he was on the path of the sword when he was unable to protect his wife. It's just hard to wrap my head around why you did what you did, and there's little part of me that can't accept it either. Especially now that you've returned to the army. Why can't you return to being a swordsman? Unless that you believe that the staff is stronger than the sword after all? No, not at all. I just believe a staff to be a more fitting weapon for me as I am now. Staves are a symbol of protection, which are used for more keeping enemies at bay than cleaving through them. You say that as if all the swords are good for is cutting and killing. That's not true. I fight because I want to protect things just like you do. As a swordsman, as a bracer, and as myself. Are you telling me that the swordsmanship Pappy taught me isn't going to let me do that? I'm sorry. I didn't ask for you to take time out of your day so I could come and shout at you. But I can't accept what you're saying. Up until all of what happened here in Liberl, I never felt any doubts that swordsmanship was the right path for me. In the end, all of what happened just served to remind me of how powerless I really am. And now, I feel like no matter how hard I try, I'll always be a rookie. I'll never be as strong enough to do what I want to do. Now I see. Perhaps this is fate. I see Master Kafei hasn't changed one bit. He's the same firecracker he always was. What do you mean? I'm afraid, as I am now, I'm not able to answer the questions you're asking me, but I know someone else who can. What's he planning to do out here? I really want to know who he called, too. Ah, there you are. Are you all ready to begin? Indeed, I am. I never expected to have to wear this uniform again, though, especially not so soon. I'd almost think you enjoyed messing with people. I'm not doing it to bully you. You know as well as I do, your usual work clothes aren't well suited for this kind of thing. You're Colonel Richard! I realize this may sound a little silly coming from a man wearing this uniform, but I'm no longer a colonel, young lady. Sorry. So, Mr. Richard then, or Alan? You can call me whatever you wish, though no need for the Mr. Meanwhile, I believe you are Analyx, a senior bracer with the guild. You know me? I'm not the former commander of the intelligence division for nothing. I know about all the bracers in this country. I see. But how'd you end up being here? Actually, Richard was the one who I was meeting with just before I spoke with you. Really? In short, I've decided to start up a new research company as a civilian. So while I may not be part of the army anymore, I can definitely see myself continuing to need to work with it in the future. So I decided to come here in order to discuss the matter with Cassius in hopes of maintaining a good relationship between us in the future. Oh, I get it now. Wait. It's the person you mentioned earlier? That's right. I want the two of you to fight one another. Wait a second, this is all a bit sudden, isn't it? Especially if I'm going to be fighting the famous Colonel Richard. Is that so? You don't want to know the answer to the questions you asked me earlier, then? I believe any doubts you have towards swordsmanship can easily be dispelled through using it. Focus not on whether you win or lose, but on pouring all that you have into the battle, and you should find the answers you seek. Alright then. I'm not sure I'll make much of an opponent, but I'll do what I can. It's not every day one has the chance to test their skills against a relative of the Eight Leaf School's founder. I'm eager to see what you can do. Begin! Right! Does he use a staff or a sword as well? I think he uses a staff. Got him.
Unbelievable.
Oh yeah!
Annalise beats Richard. That's just how things go. Holy crap, I did it! Well, it looks like my skills still have a lot of room for improvement. Alright, the victor is decided. Sheathe your blades. So, Annalise, how did his swordsmanship appear to you? Well, he fights using the 8-Leaf School's 5th form, Morning Moon. He's made a few changes to the standard form, but it's largely a style based around sword drawing techniques. Well, okay, I noticed a bit more than just technical details like that. What did you notice? One thing I realized while fighting him, Richard swings his sword as if perfectly synchronized to my breathing. The second I go on the offensive, he reacts without fail. In that sense, it feels like his swordsmanship is much more defensive than offensive, I suppose. The defensive stat matches perfectly with the form he uses in combat, and the result is very natural, very powerful swordsmanship. Oh ho. What I can't work out is why you're so focused on fighting defensively to begin with. I mean, I assume it's because you want to protect something, but what? Annalise. Yes? I wield the sword for but one single reason. That reason is to protect this country. Oh? Everyone has at least something that they wish to protect in this world. Perhaps it is a person, such as their family or loved ones. Perhaps it is a belief or ideology that they hold dear. And just as the things we seek to protect are different, so too are the ways we chose to do it. In my case, the way I choose to protect what I care about just so happens to perfectly suit the defensive swordsmanship you noticed. Although I can only imagine how comical it must sound to hear a criminal who threatened this nation talk about wanting to protect it. Well, not really. Richard, please don't say anything, General. Her Majesty may have chosen to pardon me for what I did, but that doesn't make those crimes simply disappear. Still, just as your desire to protect Liberl remained even after leaving the army, I can't completely turn my back on mine. It was so that I could even do so that I resolved to leave the army even. It was? You see, Annalise, to me, one's position in life is just a means to an end, a way in which to achieve whatever you wish to do. I think that's true for one's choice of weapon as well, wouldn't you agree? Well, what's important isn't what weapon you choose, but what you use it to do. What inspires you to take it up and use it to fight. The reason I chose to put my sword aside and take up staff is those feelings had changed. That is all. So, Annalise, any more thoughts? I should use my sword in the way that best fits me to do what I want. That's what you're trying to say, right? Sure is. You beat me to it. You're Master Kafai's granddaughter, all right. Very quick to catch on to things. I'm just as quick at forgetting things too, though. But I finally get where you're coming from. Really? I'm happy to hear that. Could I ask that you pass on my answer to Master Kafai, then? Consider it done. I'm sure he'll understand. Then again, would you be opposed, Richard? Not at all. I've already inherited the way of the sword itself from you. It's only right that someone else should inherit that. What are you talking about? Well, that's settled. Would you accept this, Annalise? Cassius handed Annalise the Genu. What's this? It's a blade that I once used myself. I think it would be much happier in the hands of an active practitioner of swordsmanship than in my own at this point. Wait a second. I couldn't possibly accept this. Surely if someone should be taking this off you, it should be Richard. Perhaps on the surface, but how things are on the surface is not what is always most important. I thought you had just learned that fact. I'm not sure the lessons I learned earlier have anything to do with this. There's no need to think so seriously about this, Annalise. All you need to do is take up this blade and use it to do what you want to do, in the way you choose to do it. That's all anyone expects of you. To do what I want to do in the way I choose to do it. Well, if you insist, I'd be happy to accept it. I feel I've learned a lot today from having the opportunity to face off against you. I do hope I'll have the chance again one day. So do I. You'll both have to make sure you don't neglect your training then. Of course. I wouldn't dream of giving it any less than 100%. Really? It sounds like that was quite the fruitful experience. It sure was. I'm guessing this was Pappy's plan all along. He knew exactly what would happen if I went to ask Cassius what I did. And that's why he asked. I must have sounded a little unsure of myself in the last letter I wrote to him. I see. Like master, like pupil. Incidentally, while I hate to spring this on you before you even had a chance to settle back in, a lot of work built up while you were away. There's even a request from the mayor, too, so I really need you to get right on it all. If anything, you should be grateful. All this work will give you a chance to refine your skills with that new mindset of yours, won't it? That's one way of looking at it, sure. So, Pappy? Well, I bet you knew all along. It looks like Cassius has no intention of taking up the way of the sword ever again. But thanks to seeing him, I ended up being given a chance to re-examine my own swordsmanship. Up until now, I thought it was all about getting stronger or faster, things like that. But now, I finally realized that what's far more important than either of those things is why you take up your sword in the first place. Your feelings. I feel like now I finally understand why I was never able to defeat you, no matter how many times we fought. I might not be the best student in the world, but I'll keep giving my training all I've got. Love, Annalise. Aww. Side story, swordsmanship, finished. Holy shit. That is a super... Ooh, 450? Ooh! Damn, ice cream girl. Strong as hell, are ya? Ooh. She's my heaviest physical hitter now. Ooh. In fact, I actually think that might be her strongest weapon. Alright, so we're actually... I know I said I'd try and do one door per video, but I'm feeling... Well, let's just say I'm feeling a little lazy. So I just wanna... So we're gonna do a super long side story, and this will be the end of the video. I shall grant you a memory fragment and my blessing. Yeah, this is probably... That last cutscene took about 25 minutes. So I assume this is probably gonna take like 45 minutes. Spring came, but it took far more time doing so than the average year. One by one, the magnolia flowers began to show their faces to the world as if reluctant to let their long slumber end. And with the changing of the seasons, a brand new student of the infamous Genos Royal Academy set foot into its grounds, slightly later than her peers. Well, here I am. Okay, I can do this. Oh, so that's our famous transfer student, huh? A hawk? Nah, it seems more like a falcon. I've sworn to myself that I would stop relying on other people. I've had enough of being restricted in how to live. I've had enough of following the rails laid out for me by other people. I was going to put my own 2 feet on the ground and start living my own life, by myself. That was my resolve, and I intended to abide by it. But somewhere in my heart, I had already realized that resolve of mine was nothing more than an excuse. Social Studies classroom, first year joint class. Settle down. I've got someone to introduce to you all. This is our new transfer student, Chloe Riddens. She's going to be studying, social studies, apparently. You'll be with me, then. Well, why don't you introduce yourself to the class? Of course. My name is Chloe Riddens, and starting today, I will be a first-year student at this academy. I've been looking forward to beginning my life at this wonderful academy for some time, so I'm truly delighted to be here. It's an honor to be counted among so many prestigious students. I'm still an inexperienced child in many ways, so I fear I may cause you all trouble in the coming days and weeks. But I intend to work as hard as I can for the betterment of myself, my class, and my school, so I do hope we can all get along. I sure wasn't expecting a transfer student at this time of year. I wonder if she's from a rich family or something. She sure sounds stuffy, so it would fit. She's obviously got some kind of special circumstances to be re-enrolling in May. Excuse me, but could I ask a question? Where do you live? You're from Liberl, right? Yes, I'm from Grancel. Do you have any hobbies? Not especially. What? For reals? That's kind of boring. Still, no matter how much I think about it, nothing comes to mind. I suppose I could say making sweets. I don't feel like I do that enough for it to qualify as a hobby. Isn't the entrance exam for transfer students supposed to be crazy hard? You must be really smart to be able to pass it. Harder than the one the rest of us took? No way, that was nuts as it was. You must be quite smart. Okay class, that's enough. I'm sure you must all have things you want to ask our new student, but they can't wait until after class. Go and take a seat, Chloe. Oh, yes ma'am. Alright then, time to get started with our lesson. If you would, open your textbooks to page 23. A mysterious transfer student. Now there's a surefire recipe for catching my interest. 2 weeks passed at the academy. Despite the passing of time, the student's interest in the transfer student showed no sign of letting up, and she was soon the talk of the whole school. All anyone wanted to talk about was her. How smart she was, how unusually polite she was, among other things. Her peers thought the formalities were largely due to the nerves, and that she would naturally ease up over time. But the reality was somewhat different. Whew, I'm glad that's over. Phew, glad I attended class today. We ended up covering so much. Come on, Monica. Hey. Oh dear, did everyone go home already? I haven't handed out all these printouts yet. Oh, it's Miss Viola. So looks like she needs help with something. Maybe I can volunteer? No time like the present. Oh, Miss Viola. Viola, is there anything I can help you with? You seem rather troubled about something. Well, there is, but I'd feel a little bad asking you to help me with it. Well, if you insist. Of course. Miss Viola handed a pile of printouts to Chloe. Could you go and hand these out to all the social studies students then? One each? They're rather important too, so try to see that everyone gets one. I'll get to work right away. Thank you so much. Okay, gotta run. There's a staff meeting starting soon. Let's see. Oh, this is a list of this year's credits. No wonder she wanted these handed out right away. I might as well start with the students still here. After that, I can go and speak with the ones who have gone to respective clubs as well, and those who return to their dormitories. Okay, to work I go. Oh no, man. Really? I had no idea. Well, the Republic is pretty huge in terms of landmass and all. Just traveling on foot isn't going to cut it. You need a more effective means of transportation. Excuse me. Oh, Chloe, hello. Can we help you with something? Well, you see, Miss Viola entrusted me with this task of giving printouts to all the social studies students. Chloe gave Roy and Thelma a copy of the printout each. Hey, it's a list of all our credits. Thanks for going out of your way to deliver these, Chloe. Not at all. I apologize for intruding on your conversation, too. I'll get out of your way now. Have a good day. Oh, right. Crazy how polite she is, huh? Yeah, I guess. She's a bit too polite, though, if you ask me. Makes it hard to feel comfortable talking to her. Alright, now what? Excuse me. You aren't a social studies student, are you? Sorry, but no, I'm a natural sciences student, actually. Oh. Oops. I see. Sorry for troubling you, then. So, let's go to the clubs, I guess. Faculty lounge. I should probably keep away to avoid disturbing them. Dean doesn't need one. So I think the clubhouse is over here, actually. ADL's help us. Where is that loser? I would have thought we'd have found him by now. Lucky. I'm not sure I can stand so much more of this. Or Lucy. Stop your whining, you. I bet you've secretly been slacking off with your own search the whole time, haven't you? I have not. I just don't get it. We're swimming in eyewitness reports of it, but us running into him, it's not happening. Why? I don't think our odds of capturing him today are especially high, Leo. What should we do? I suppose we just have to do what we can without him for now. Two of us can handle the majority of the student council's work, but we are going to need his approval in the end, so you two need to keep up your search. Find him as soon as possible. Right. See you two later. Righto? Well, I guess we better get back to work. If we must. Huh, Chloe? What brings you here with a pile of printouts in hand? Oh, well, I'm just helping Miss Viola with some of her work, you see. By going around after classes giving out printouts, you're one model student. I would have turned her down if I was in your position. Well, how about this? Why don't we give you a hand with it? The two of us are going to be walking around the school for a while because of some other work anyway, so there'll be no skin off our backs. Oh, I don't want to trouble you. I was the one who accepted this task, so it's my duty to see it through to the end. Well, if you'll excuse me, I should probably be getting back to it. Good luck with your own work. So, like, guess who's sharing a room with her? Me. Huh? Really? She's supposed to be a real genius from all I've heard about her. Sounds like one convenient room arrangement if you ever find yourself stuck at homework. Well, I guess you could see it that way, but it's like, I don't know. She's really pleasant and polite and all, but it's sorta... It's like she doesn't want to be super close to anybody. Yeah, I get what you mean. But if you are sharing a room with her, you can't be a total strangers, right? Don't you talk sometimes? Not really. Hi and good night is about the most we do, to be honest. I wish I could talk to her normally. I didn't even give them their damn printouts. If you happen to encounter a student council president, inform us at once. Oh, are you the new transfer student? Yes, that's right. I take this is your first time coming to this room. There's no need to be so nervous. I'm the student council's vice president, Lucy Silent. He's our secretary and accountant, Leo. It's a pleasure to meet you. You're very welcome to come here whenever you like. She's so pretty. Oh, my name is Chloe Rins. It's nice to meet you. The pleasure's all mine. Your academic life here probably isn't going to be all that smooth sailing, but I'm sure you'll be fine. Just try and enjoy yourself. I believe in you. Thank you. I can't go inside now. I should come back later. Boys' locker room. Period archives. So I did everything in this clubhouse I could do, apparently. I just super zoom on through. Anybody in the auditorium I need to talk to? Oh, I recognize you. You're the new first-year transfer student, Chloe Rins, correct? Yes, I am. I'm Rigel, a third-year humanities student. I also serve as captain of the fencing club. If you're all interested in what we do, you'd be welcome to stay and watch us practice. I wish I could, but I'm afraid I'm a little too busy at the moment. Thank you for your offer, though. Just thought of joining reminds me of my training sessions with Julia. Oh. Alright, where are the dormitories? Lucy sure is gorgeous, isn't she? She's here as an exchange student from the Principality of Remiferia, to the north. I wonder if all the girls there are as pretty. I sure wish I was. You got the hair buns. You're as good as you are. I know you. Chloe Rins, wasn't it? Do you have some business with me? Well, not personally, no. I've been entrusted with the task of reading a printout to you by Miss Viola. Chloe handed Logic a printout. Oh, this is a list of this year's credits. What? Joint class seem to be worth an awful lot while we're first years. Wait, physical education is worth 5 whole credits? ADOs, help me. I suppose I should probably leave him alone for a while. Well, if you excuse me. Wait a moment. Yes? Oh no. It says according to this printout, our examination will be taking place in 6 weeks' time. Make sure you thoroughly study for them. I don't want to hear any excuses if you don't strive for the top. Absolutely. I'll devote myself fully to my studies. Oh, don't take these glasses off, they're starting to hurt. Logic asked if you could borrow some of my reference books. So I'm in the process of choosing ones to give him. He really is alarmingly dedicated to his studies. That's not a bad thing, though. On the contrary, I think it's great. Now what do I do? Ah. Is that you, Monica? Finally, I've been waiting for you, you know. Sorry, I didn't mean to confuse you. What? You didn't do anything wrong. I was the one who made a mistake. Oh, I suppose you're right. I'm sorry. Like I said, I was the one who made a mistake. Okay, stop right there. Don't mind her, Chloe. She's kind of slow on the uptake at times like these. Did you need something from us, though? We're gonna start practice soon, so we can't hang around and talk long. Oh, I see. Still, I'm relatively sure that Clara is a social studies student. It doesn't really seem like the best time to be intruding on them. Maybe it would be best for me to excuse myself now and come back later? Oh, I know. You came to watch us practice because you're thinking of joining the club, right? Awesome! We'd be stoked to have you as a member. You might want to let her speak before you're busting out the confetti and streamers. Seriously, just ignore her, Chloe. If you don't, we'll be here all day. We really do need to start soon, though, so can you make whatever you need quick? Oh, sure, sorry. Well, I just came to deliver this, that's all. Chloe had to clear her printout. Oh, this is what you were here for? A credits list? I got my hopes up for nothing. So, or boo. I'm sorry about that. But yes, that's all I wanted, so I'll let you go ahead and start practice. Oh, thanks. She's kind of weird, right? She's the mysterious transfer student everyone was talking about. You wouldn't expect her to be too normal. Oh, that's her, huh? I wish she'd stayed and joined the club. Whoa. Oh, that is friggin' messing me up something fierce. I should probably keep away to avoid disturbing them. Looks like someone's getting changed. I should come back later. Alright, I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. Oh, I don't think I've seen you here before. Are you a first year? This is the school cafeteria. When you want something to eat, you come right here. Anytime? All the time? Oh, hey, Chloe. You're sure you don't need any help with that? Really, really sure? I'm sure. I promise all these will be delivered no problem. So don't you worry about me. Well, if you're sure. If you change your mind, though, just come and let me know. It'd be no sweat on my end, so you just say the word. I'm gonna think of it. I think that one student who usually hangs around near the old schoolhouse is on the social studies course. That was 100,000% exactly what I needed, Jill. Thank you so much. Hey, Ricky. Why are we here? Spring has come, and yet in my heart, it's still the middle of winter. Why does everything in my life have to go wrong? Excuse me. Oh, I know you. You're the transfer student, right? I wish I was smart like you. Miss Viola told me to deliver this to you. Chloe handed Anton a printout. I shouldn't even need this. I should have graduated. But here I am, redoing the year again. What? I can't believe I have to do my third year all over again. This is the worst. I was so full of hope when I first enrolled here, and look at me now. I'm not sure what to say in this situation. Hey there, you look like you're in a hurry. Oh, you're looking for social studies students? There's one standing right here, Anton. Personally, I think he made a major mistake picking that course in the first place, though. He's not built for all that work. The door is locked. Oh, hey, Chloe, you're sure you don't need any help with that? Really, really sure? Anyways, let me know. I'd be no son on my end, so just say the word. Come to think of it, I think that one student usually hangs around near the old schoolhouse on the social studies course. Okay. Oh, it's you, Chloe. You haven't really seen a slovenly-looking guy around here, have you? A slovenly-looking guy? That's a no, then. Trust me, if you'd seen the guy I'm looking for, you wouldn't need to ask for clarification. Where could he be? If he's not around here, then... He's on the roof. You're the new student, right? What do you want? I'm not really in the mood to talk. Wow. Way to be a dick. You dick. It's about this time of year that new first-year students start getting used to life at the academy, which means a lot of them start slacking off because they think they've got it all figured out. And I'm not going to let that happen this year. No siree. Next month's schedule is all ready to go. I'll write it up here, so make sure you all come and check it. Got it? Miss Amelia. Got it. In my experience, Leo's observations are always worth keeping a close eye on. I can't believe he was able to work out the properties of this material from so little data, but that's just what he does. He didn't rely on guesswork either. His evidence from his beliefs is sound too. I really do look up to him. So it's time for the club to decide a new captain. Personally, I'm backing Felicity, naturally, but she doesn't seem to have any interest in the position, unfortunately. I'm not going to let that stop me, though. I'm sure I can think of something to change her mind. Forgetting now where to. Oh, Chloe. How are you doing? Have you settled in here yet? Well, I'd like to think so, yes. By the way, thank you very much for your help during the enrollment process. Thanks to you, I was able to begin my new life here without any problems at all. I'm just glad to have been of assistance. If there's anything else you need help with, you only need to ask. I'll do what I can. I'll bear that in mind. Thank you very much. Huh. Now I'm truly freaking lost. To the people in the boys' dorm, right? Reference books guy. Deliver it to you. Nobody in here. Nobody in here. I freaking hate missions like this. They're so freaking annoying. I could actually use your help a lot, Jill. Please. Hey there, you looking for someone? Actually, there was a girl who came to talk to me not that long ago because she'd lost something. You're not looking for her, are you? She went upstairs if you are. Huh. Oh. Damn OneDrive thing. Scared the shit out of me. Where could it have gone? Oh, there it is. Phew. Excuse me. Hey, you're that transfer student, right? Chloe. Do you need something from me? Yes, actually. You see, Miss Viola asked me to deliver these. Chloe handed Monica a printout. Oh, it's our credit list. There's so many classes here. Being a second year seems like it's gonna be rough. I'm surprised you went out of your way to deliver these. Not like there was any rush. You really think so? Yeah, she forgot to hand them out last year, too. We got them eventually, but it was like forever after we should have. She might be pretty, but she's kind of not all there, if you know what I mean. You might want to watch her back, okay? Like, you're obviously a nice girl, so if you don't, she might end up taking advantage of that. There you are, Monica. Monica. I don't know. It's probably Monica, but the way it's spelled from watching Manly Badass Hero Let's Play Doki Doki Literature Club with the same spelling character, he called her Monica, so I don't know. You do realize we can't start without you, right? Oops, sorry, I'm coming now. We'll see you later, Chloe. Thanks for delivering that printout to me. Oh, not at all. But I need to keep doing what I can. Maybe I was desperate to cling on to something to keep from losing sight of myself. The world made it seem like you could only broaden your horizons by interacting with others, but there I was, stubbornly refusing to come out of my shell. Or was it really stubbornness? In some weird way I can't explain, it was more like obsessing over the idea that I could grow as long as I pushed myself. It's not like I wanted to be left behind, it's not like I wanted to be alone. As long as I tried hard enough, then maybe I'd stop feeling like I was always running in place one day. Hold on a minute. I don't have a printout left for me. I wonder if I left mine in the classroom. I must have. I'd better go back and get it. Can I really keep going on like this? So yeah, that transfer student came by earlier. Oh, the super smart one? Yeah, anyway. So yeah. I should head back to my room and go over what we learned in class. I need to go over our credits list again too. Chloe. I'm feeling kind of tired. Hey there, pretty lady. You're the student council president, right? Bingo. Name's Lecter. Sure is a gorgeous sunset today, huh? Hey! I know you, Scarecrow. Oh, yes, it is. Major Lecter of the RMP. So, what are your impressions of the Academy? Well, I think it's a wonderful place. It's well equipped in terms of facilities, for one thing. It has everything needed to totally cultivate a good environment for learning, and I'm happy to have chosen it. My hunch was right on the money. I knew you'd take it that way. As opposed to... I'm sorry, did I misunderstand you? Well, I was more asking about your life at the Academy outside of all the book junk. Maybe it's just me, but you don't really seem to be letting loose or having fun. Well, I do still feel as though I'm still adjusting to life here, so there's a lot I have yet to learn. But I'll keep working as hard as I can on doing so, I promise. Was that really what you came here to do, though? Pardon me? Man, you're too serious. Have you ever tried playing hooky, like, ever? At least once? I might not look the part, but I am the student council president, you know. Our work's pretty damn easy, too. What do you think? Are you inviting me to join? Well, if you have a thing for long nights filled with exciting paperwork and super duper enthralling schedules. Oh. Yeah, let me try that again. Only if you have a thing for long nights filled with exciting paperwork and super duper enthralling schedules. There we go. Oh, I was hoping for some kind of reaction. If he's the president, there must be something respectable about him, but I'm not seeing it. How do I put this? I feel like I couldn't trust him with so much as a 10-mirror coin. Ah, whoops. After Amelia was bugging me about showing up to lessons once in a while. I should probably cough up some new excuse to ditch. I mean, I could go, but where's the fun in that? Pissing her off's like watching a pot boil over, though, so whatever crap I make up better be really convincing. Yep, I think mine 6 were dead on. I should really be heading back to the dormitory now. You might want to watch how you stand when I'm kicking it down here. My view's awesome, if you catch my drift. Excuse me! That way's the boys' dorm. Oh boy. This This is gonna be like pulling teeth. Several days later, after classes. Student Council, an autonomous body run by students for students, responsible for maintaining order and overseeing student activities. And their most important duty of all is searching for their president! He's not here either! Where is that ruffian? I was sure he'd think he got us and can't come back to the council room this time. Sure of it. I swear, every time we do manage to find him, he gets 1,000 times more capable of hiding from us. Where could he be? We've searched the school buildings, we've searched the dorms. Where's left? The shrubs on the grounds? He's just taunting us now. Get it together, Hans. We're going to find him and we are going to force feed him every single piece of paperwork he's got piling up. Right on. Huh? Chloe? What are you doing sitting here? Oh, hello. I just had a little free time, so I thought I would try and use it productively. Is that lesson prep work? Man, you're so dedicated. I think I see now how you were able to pass the Legendary Transfer Student Entry exam. It's really just something to pass the time. It's not like I'm working every waking hour of the day. Oh yeah, guess it wouldn't hurt to ask. You haven't seen Lecter around, have you? Lecter? I'm almost scared to ask, but he didn't try anything funny on you, did he? No. Sort of. I'm so sorry. This is all our fault for not keeping that nut job on a leash. I don't know how we can begin to apologize to you. Whatever he did, we'll be absolutely sure it never happens again, or anything else for that matter. So please, forgive us. We're begging you. It's okay, honestly. He really didn't do anything major to me, honest. Really? Yes. He just tried to tease me a little. It was harmless fun. Whew, you nearly gave me a heart attack, Chloe. I thought I was gonna faint or something. Seriously, it's getting to the point where I feel like I need to apologize every time I hear his name. Thank Adios. Is she really that much of a troublemaker? Oh, troublemaker? That's cute. Honestly, with a personality like that, he's a walking nightmare straight from Gehenna. We lost count of how many times he's ran away from doing his council work in the past couple of weeks alone. Which would be bad enough if it weren't for the fact he's usually out raising hell for people instead. So instead of doing our own work, we're either out searching for him or apologizing for things he's done. That's why the council's most important policy is, if he's not in our sights, the sooner we find him, the better. If you're thinking we can't be a very effective student council like that, well, you're right. I see. Something wrong, Chloe? No, nothing really. But speaking of Lecter, he was sleeping on top of the clubhouse roof not long ago. He was? Well, actually, that's why we couldn't find him. We didn't check there. You're the best, Chloe. Thanks a ton. Not at all. It was actually Sieg who noticed him there, but I suppose I shouldn't tell him that. Come on, Hans, we've got trash to bring in. Damn straight. Seriously, thanks, Chloe. We owe you big time. See you later. Oh, sure. Nice. Sieg is great. So that's what he's usually like. My instincts about him being irresponsible were right, I see. Still, that question he asked me. Was that really what you came here to do, though? There he is. What? Where is he? He was here a second ago. I saw him. Then why isn't he there now? Crap! Where'd he go? Oh. Looks like Chloe's heading off somewhere else. Maybe we should ask her again if she saw anything. Huh? Oh, sure, I guess. Can't hurt. I mean, she was the one who led us up here in the first place. She'd probably be a useful asset in our search in general if we could convince her to help. Yeah, let's go down and talk to her. Chloe, our favorite person. Oh, hello again. Was he not on the roof? No, he was. He just managed to disappear before we could wring our hands around his stupid neck. Can't believe he managed to escape again. That doesn't make any sense to us, though. It's not like there was anywhere to hide up there, and he was way too far up to be able to just jump down. That does seem strange. So, you know, we were wondering if you might have some idea where he might have gone next. It doesn't even need to be a specific location like last time. Anything useful we might have on him to share away. Please, anything will do. Well, they really do seem they need help. I might have some kind of idea. Wait, you do know something? I don't, but I know someone who might. Let me ask him for you. Sieg! Whoa! You have a falcon? Is he your pet or something? Oh no, he's more like a friend. Hahaha, gotcha. See, you haven't seen Lecter, have you? He was that slovenly boy who was sleeping on the clubhouse roof not long ago. Scree? Scree, scree, scree! So you lost sight of him? No, it's alright, don't worry about it. Sorry for calling you then. Thanks for trying to help. Wow, he really must be fast if Seed can't keep up with him. I think we're a bit too busy having our minds lulled by you talking to a falcon to feel impressed by Lecter right now. You're telling me. You're a true enigma. Did I do something strange? Oh, don't get me wrong, I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm just genuinely amazed. That makes two of us. Shame that superpower of yours didn't get us any closer to finding Lecter. Indeed. Still, if Seed couldn't find him, it could mean he's inside one of the buildings. Probably one that's relatively quiet at this time of the day. Actually, that helps narrow things down a lot. It just leaves the empty classrooms, the dorms, the auditorium, the old schoolhouse. That still leaves plenty of places if you ask me. Would you like me to help you? Really? You're sure you wouldn't mind? I thought you had something else you needed to do. I was going to go and have a look around some of the clubs, but I can do that anytime. Well, I do feel kind of bad asking you to put yourself out for us, but you really would be a serious help. I don't think we could wish for better even. You're totally sure though? We wouldn't want to force you. Of course. Great, let's get to work then. He's not gonna know what hit him. Old schoolhouse. Friggin' probably. If I was Lecter, I'd be at the old schoolhouse. Or I try to be anyway. Anton started whining again. He doesn't seem to realize that won't help the situation any, and he probably never will. I'm starving, so I want to head over to the cafeteria and get some grub. But Mr. F is hanging around outside the dorm, so I'm stuck. I'll be in trouble if he finds me. Friggin' well, don't be such a slacker or something, huh? Alright, no Lecter here. And he wouldn't be hiding in the girls' dorm, would he? Nah. Here. Excuse me. Yes? You wouldn't happen to have seen the student council president anywhere, would you? Ah, yes, student council president. You don't want to get involved with him, trust me. That's all I'm gonna say. Right. Excuse me. You wouldn't have happened to see Lecter around here, would you? Lecter? I don't think I have, no. What, you're trying to find Lecter? He was there sitting in Miss Amelia's seat till not long ago. He was reading some book, but I didn't see the title. I was going to call him out, but he vanished before I could. Lecter actually showed up to class today. You don't understand how rare that is. But it was being such a little butthead that I made him go stand in the corridor. You know what that makes the situation even worse, though? Mr. Ratio says he was sitting in my chair. I cannot believe him. Excuse me, sir. You wouldn't have happened to see our president anywhere, would you? We're having a little bit of trouble finding him, you see. Actually, I have. He was sleeping over there on the sofa there until not long ago. He was sleeping around in your office? I swear. Unbelievable. He doesn't even fear the dean. We're really going to have to take good care of him when we find him. I'm terribly sorry for the trouble he caused you, sir. We'll make sure that he answers for his crimes, we promise. Haha, please, don't worry about it. He seems to have taken quite a liking to this place. I'm rather used to it. I see. It'll be fine, it'll be fine. It's not like joining a club someday makes your grades worse. Loads of people join them, and they don't suffer for it. I'm on cleaning duty today, so I'm hard at work right now. Time to get this blackboard clean as can be. Holy crap, I've already been at this side story for freaking 40 minutes. Excuse me, you wouldn't have happened to see the student council president anywhere, would you? Oh, you're looking for Leo? He headed straight to the council room as soon as class finished. Isn't he there? Oh no, we're actually looking for Lecter. Lecter's the president, not Leo. People do make that mistake a lot, but it's true, however impossible it sounds. Wait, you're not pulling my leg? Sorry, my bad then. All this time I thought Leo was the president. I shouldn't be surprised there are still people making that mistake. I lost count of the amount of times I've had to explain Lecter's our leader to people. No surprise people fail that way either. I mean, Leo is the one who does most of the work. He might as well be the head honcho. I thought so. Still, Lecter's the slightly strange one, right? I don't see him around all that often, so I think I'd notice him if he did pass me by. I don't believe I've seen him today. Oh, okay. Sorry for troubling you. So we got it here. Do you have business with me? Oh no, we still haven't found Lecter though, I'm afraid. We've been looking for him for 3 days now. I think it's about time we threw in the towel. We always knew that finding Lecter would be a Herculean task. But he is in the academy grounds, so it can't be done. No excuses, catch it. Yes, sir. Why the hell are you giving me orders, Leo? Oh, if it isn't Hans. You're looking to join our club, right? I mean, you rock at sports stuff. You'd be a perfect fit. Not happening, my man. I've only got time for Lucy. So that's why you decided to join the council. Should have known. Wait, no, that wasn't the reason. I knew something seemed fishy when you put your name forward. You just weren't the type. Is all our work just a game to you? Heh, you should be ashamed of yourself. I won't let you get close to Lucy using such underhanded trickery. Step back, Hans. She's mine, and I'm not letting you have her. How dare you? Lucy and I are destined to be together. You step back. Here they go again. Lucy certainly is popular. All that's left is the auditorium, I think. Hey, Lecter, you loser. We found you. You're not getting away this time. It's time to come quietly. What exactly is that you're reading? It's kitty talk for dummies. Nyago? Nya nya. Nya nya. Have you been sitting here reading that all this time? I just closed my eyes and kept running forward through a vast empty world, living the hardest that I could. It wasn't that running would achieve anything, and it wasn't as if I would suddenly be able to leave the ground and fly by doing so. It's just that if I stood still, the small, perfectly enclosed garden around me would suddenly feel too uncomfortably vast. Lecter was right. Just what had I come here to do? After that, Chloe decided to join the fencing club so that the skills Julia taught her didn't grow rusty during her time at the academy. She also found herself being roped into helping Jill and Hans search for the nefarious Lecter quite often, too. Then, roughly a month after this all began, everyone's favorite time of the academic year finally arrived. Right, so here I need to use this formula. Wait, this isn't right. What am I doing wrong? Exam season, huh? Students sure have it rough. You're technically one too, you know. Technically. You are going to study, aren't you? Well... I'll take that as a no. Oh, here you are! An angel shines her majesty upon us. Come on, Lecter, it's time for you to hit those books. But I've studied for like a whole half second today already. I really don't think... Oh, bodied. Oh, Lucy, why can't I hear you do that to me? Oh, kinkied. Wait, no, this is no time for fantasizing. I need to study. Yes, good grades lead to good women. Ah, we're finally free. I knew this place wouldn't go easy on us. Those were really hard. I feel like I just want to curl up in bed and sleep for a week now. Oh, Chloe, how'd the exams go for you? Well, alright, I suppose. Now, there's no need to be modest. We know you probably finished in half the time and got all the answers right to boot. The smile says it all. I I wish I had your brains. Sure, we can't swap. This isn't the place to be loitering. You're stopping me from getting to the stairs. Oops. We're sorry. Oh, and one more thing. The student council's work resumes today. I will be expecting both of you in the council room at 2 o'clock for a meeting. Don't even think about being late. Yes, sir. As for you, Chloe, you may do as you see fit. Yeah, you don't need to give me permission to do whatever the hell I want. I'm guessing that's his way of saying he'd like you to come along too? You might not technically be a member, but you're our honorary lecture catcher. We kind of need you at this point. I'll bet he's acknowledged you because of that, because believe me, that's a real special talent you've got there. I'm not sure I've done enough to warrant that, personally. If it's okay for me to go, maybe I will, though. It sounds like fun. You might be a bit disappointed if you go along expecting fun. We'd be happy to have you, though, fun or no fun. So if you're up for it, so are we. Nice, let's get ourselves some lunch so we can then head over there. Alright. Yo, guys. Whoa, Lecter's here? What's the occasion? Hey, you say that as if I'm never here. I'm always here doing nothing, aren't I? At least he's being honest about it. Lucy, I'm so happy to see you again. You're looking well, Hans. How did your exams go? Well, I'd appreciate it if we avoided that fine subject. Much like how you avoided all the subjects you were supposed to study then. Oh, damn! Jill is just on it. Can you stop wasting time and take your seats? We have work to do. Sorry. Well, we're all here, so let's get started. Alright, our first order of the day is talk about everyone's dreams for the future. You three can go first. Speak of your highest aspirations so that we all might hear. Bodied. Please continue, Leo. First, I will go over the Student Council's main order of business for the year. After that, I will discuss our future activities in more detail, and then we can start to work on allocating the budget. Jill, you spill first. Tell us what desires burn within that pure sisterly heart of yours. The desire to topple your presidency. Oh! I can do a better one than that. I can do a better dramatic gasp. Oh! There we go. As you can see, this will be of no use at all to the proceedings. Expect diddly squat from him. Oh, Lecter. When he's not here, he causes trouble. When he's here, he causes trouble. So, moving along, if we go by our usual pattern for the year, next month will be... Ugh, I'm exhausted. Trying to find Lecter is exhausting, but somehow not having to do it ends up being just as tiring. But at least I was finally reunited with my beloved Lucy. I was dying of loneliness for not getting to see her during the exam period. You liar, you went and met her this morning, didn't you? Something about seeing her before your exams making you do better in them? You're right, I saw you too. Oh, hey, just what I needed, a few people who look like they've got nothing to do. We're a hell of a lot busier than you are. We need to go around and meet with the heads of all the Academy's clubs and start drafting up a budget. Oh, okay, guess it's up to you, Chloe. Me? Lecter handed an envelope to Chloe. What is this? It's something that needs to be delivered to the mayor of Ruan. Leo's not going to take no for an answer either, so there you go. Enjoy. That sounds very much like it's your job. Mine? You're sure you're not mistaking me for someone else? Oh, and Chloe? You've got a feather on your head. I do? Lecter brushed his hand across Chloe's head. I guess that must have been Sieg's. He did say it was almost time for him to start molting, come to think of it. How long has it been there? If I wasn't there during the exams, that would have been so embarrassing. You know about Sieg? And did you actually talk to him? Okay, good luck delivering that envelope. Talk about an enigma. Chloe, you are aware that you just had Lecter's work unceremoniously dumped on you, right? Also, while I hate to be the one to break it to you, there wasn't a feather on your head. He did it again. Come on, you can't let him get away with this. You've got to go after him and force him to take it back. You shouldn't have to do this work for him. I don't disagree, but I'm not sure she's going to find him if she goes after him now. He's got enough of a head start that we're probably talking like, what, 5 hours to find him? 6? I think it would be faster for me to just go ahead and do the job myself, wouldn't it? All I have to do is deliver to the mayor of Ruan, after all. Oh, we're kind of hoping you can help us with our work, too. I'm sorry, Jill. Oh, don't worry about it. No big deal. Do you know the way to the mayor's place? If you don't, I can help with that. Thanks, but I know the way. I've been to visit him once before, actually. Huh? Really? Sounds like you should be fine then. Well, take care. Take care of the monsters on the way. Thank you, I will. Well, this is goodbye for now, I guess. Later. Don't be out too late. I won't. Oh, right. I'm going to need permission to go out of the academy grounds, right? I should let the dean know what I'm doing. Oh, good day. Good day, Chloe. Can I help you? Actually, I have some business that I need to take care of outside the academy, so I came to ask permission to leave the grounds. Chloe gave Dean a brief explanation of what she needed to do. Oh, I see. Naturally, I have no objections to granting you permission. Chloe received permission to leave the grounds. Thank you very much, Dean Collins. Still, I have been quite pleased to see you finally adjusted to life here. I've heard plenty of stories about you running around the grounds lately. Well, I've been helping the student council with their work from time to time, and while a certain element of the work does involve a lot of running. I see. Well, if that is all, I should probably get to work. Oh, of course. Take care. Thank you. She looks so much more chipper now. I suppose I have him to thank for that. Yeah, Lecter's been broing me up. Alright, let's get to Ruan and back. Oh, I'm already in Ruan. Cool. This is ridiculous. Well, here I am. This is the first time I've had the chance to walk through here like this. Not like I could before. The last time I came here was during the 100 Days War. Oh. Whoops. I forgot that you can't cross the bridge this time of day. Guess I'll try heading to the mayor's mansion later. It's no big deal anyway. Lecter didn't make it seem too urgent. It's so nice to see this town so lively. It really has changed the atmosphere since then. Why couldn't you just give the letter to Sieg to use it? Hey, Lecter, you bastard. Isn't that a casino? Please tell me he isn't there for the reason I think he is. He better not be. Lecter, what are you doing here? We're students. Gambling is expressly forbidden. I know. I mean, I'm the student council president. Of course I know. Yes, come to Papa. I find myself doubting how he can be more by the... I find myself doubting how he could be more by the minute. Maybe I should ask the dean next time I see him so I can make sure this isn't some kind of elaborate ruse. That sounds like the bridge coming down. Finally, I can go visit the mayor now. I'll be leaving now. I need to go take care of your work for you. You stay right where you are. Right. Right. Just a little bit more. Are you even paying attention? Just stay here, please. Excuse me. I'm a student of the Genis Royal Academy here on Student Council business. Would it be possible for me to meet with Mayor Dalmore? I'm afraid not. He is currently not in, you see. If your business isn't urgent, might I recommend you come back another day? I'll be happy to hear what you have to say. Gilbert. I'm the mayor's steward, Gilbert, and I act as his representative during his absence. So you're a student of Genis Royal Academy, are you? That's correct, sir. I've come to deliver an envelope from the student council to the mayor. Chloe handed over the envelope to the steward. I see. This is a list of all the academy students this current year. Blah, blah, blah. As you know, students generally live in dorms, and obviously there are large numbers of them coming and going year after year. It makes keeping track of all the residents of the region that much easier when the school submits a list of students like this. Oh, that's interesting. I wasn't aware of that. To tell you the truth, I was once a student of the academy. Not just any student either. I was part of the student council as well. Genis Council is a fine organization. They're proud as they are noble-minded. They're proud as they are noble-minded, with a true dedication to carrying out their duties to bettering the academy they serve and belong to. And I see. It's hard to believe that he was ever the case looking at the current student council. The experience I gained under there continues to be valuable to me to this day. I'm sure the same will be true for you in your adult life too, so do continue your work as part of it as best you can. Thank you, I will. I'm actually a member though. Well, if you will excuse me, I wouldn't want to keep you any longer. Oh, it was no trouble. If I can do anything else to help you in the future, by all means, stop by. I might be able to help. Thank you very much. Gilbert, you're a bastard. I hate you. So you gotta run back to Laventar where he is not. I wonder if he's actually still here like I told him to be. I knew it. Excuse me. You wouldn't happen to know where the student who was sitting here has gone, would you? I'm trying to find him. Ah, you must mean Master Lecter. Master Lecter? A young lady came to collect him not long ago. She did punch him before they departed, however. Thank you. Adios for Lucy. I'm so sorry for the trouble he's caused you. On behalf of the students of the Academy, I hope you won't think ill of us for the actions of one of our students. Our student council president, no less. I really do apologize. Oh, on the contrary. Master Lecter is a valued customer of ours. Incidentally, should you happen to have the chance to speak to him? We've placed the coins from the game he was in the middle of in his pool, as usual. If you could let him know that, it would be greatly appreciated. Alright then. I'm exhausted. I can't believe he's even an active gambler. He's so far gone, I'm not sure how to begin trying to get him to turn over a new leaf. Clem. Is something wrong? Oh, are you lost? No, I'm not lost. I'm just trying to find something. Like what? I can help you look if you'd like. You don't have to do that, but if you really wanna... It's a red stone. It's really, really pretty. I'm sure I dropped it somewhere around here, but I can't find it. A red stone, right? Yeah. I don't get why I haven't found it already. Well, you found a pretty red stone. Excuse me, this wouldn't happen to be what you're looking for, would it? That's it! Chloe handed the boy the stone. Phew, I'm glad we were able to find it. Yeah, I'm Clem, and, Anyway, bye! Biffed. Are you alright? I'm okay. I'll escort you back home. I can get home on my own. I'm not some dumb kid, you know. I know, but you see, I'm a little lost myself. I was hoping that I might be able to ask your family for directions, so while you might not need my help, would you be willing to let me go with you? Huh? Oh, then I guess I could, sure. This way. Well played, Chloe. Come on, hurry up. I'm coming. His house is this way? I guess he must be from Minoria. Well played, Chloe. Oh. What's wrong? Well... The place he led me to was the Mercia Orphanage. It was somewhere I knew well, somewhere that was very important to me. That was also exactly why I knew I shouldn't be here, because I was so weak-willed that I knew I would rely on everyone here and stop living by myself. I say that, but this was the first place I wanted to see as soon as I arrived in Ruan. Oh, how badly I wanted to run straight here. But I knew I couldn't. I swore when I joined the academy to walk with my own 2 feet, and I would do anything to avoid the places that would make my resolve buckle. What's up with you? Why'd you go so quiet? You want me to introduce you to the matron? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a little stronger than I was before, right? I've gotten used to life at the academy. I've made friends there. I've resumed practicing my swordsmanship. I've gained stamina through tracing Lecter around. Maybe I'm ready to come back here. Maybe I'm strong enough now. Maybe I can finally walk back inside here with my head held high and not immediately give in to the weakness in my heart. Come on, you're scaring me. You're not sick or nothing, are you? I'm fine. Would you mind showing me inside? Sure, this way. Keep up or I'll leave you behind. There you are, Clem. Where have you been all this time? Everyone else is long... Goodness, is that you, Chloe? You've grown so much, haven't you? Matron, It's you. It's really you. Oh dear, I see you still look exactly the same when you're crying. Well, What? What's going on here? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hug you out of nowhere. Before I knew it, I was just so happy to see you again. Oh, there's no reason for you to apologize. It's lovely to see you again, Chloe. You too. Oh, look at you. You're still the same darling young lady I've always known after all, aren't you? I'm glad you finally came back too, Clem. But I wish you wouldn't run away like that. I just went to look for something, that's all. If you don't mind me asking, Matron, where is Joseph? You haven't heard the news then? I'm afraid he's no longer with us. He passed away about 4 years ago. He passed away? One day he went out shopping in Rouen and was caught up in an accident. I'm so sorry. Sweetie, why are you apologizing? I had no idea. If I hadn't been acting so stubbornly, if I hadn't convinced myself I shouldn't come, even though I love it here, if I'd just been more honest with myself, if I'd just come here from the beginning. Is somebody here? Oh, there you are, Clem. Where have you been all this time? Oh, what are you crying for? These are the children I'm looking after at the moment. Everyone say hello to our visitor. Okay. I'm Mary. Huh? What's going on? Hiya. Come on, Polly, you gotta say hello. Chloe, the Mercia orphanage you love is right here, you know. So it is. Maybe we should all have some tea. Now seems like as good a time as any. Will you give me a hand making it, Chloe? Of course. Jesus. From that day forward, I stopped avoiding the orphanage. I made a habit of going there whenever the opportunity presented itself. I buckled exactly the way I thought I would. I was the same weak little girl I always was, forever craving the warmth of the orphanage and forever waiting to be surrounded by the lovely matron and the children. When I was there, the world felt bathed in happiness and smiling faces. Because I never knew my mother and father, all my memories of this place were the only ones I had of my childhood. For me, the orphanage I could visit now was exactly the same as the one I finally remembered from then. When I was there, I could be at peace. I could keep deceiving myself for as long as I needed to. Yet, when I was there, I knew my heart wasn't as pure as I wanted to think it was. My garden, beautiful as it was, continued to stay enclosed. One month later. This is so freaking long. They weren't kidding when they said long. This is so long. I didn't intend to stay out that long. It's so easy to lose track of time when I'm at the orphanage. I better hurry back to the dorm. Oh, the lights are already off? Joe must have gone to sleep already. Ah! Good evening, my dear. Hello. What are you standing there for? Especially with the lights off. Oh, I was just feeling so lonely without my beloved Chloe around to keep me company that I opted to turn the lights off and sulk. You're never around on our days off lately. I don't know where you're always going, but you sure seem to love it there. Where have you been anyway? I'm sorry for being out so late. I didn't mean to break curfew, but it just happened. No big deal. The teachers don't suspect a thing. I took care of that. That might not be the case forever if it keeps happening, though. They might notice at some point. Yes, I suppose you're right. I'll try and make sure to return earlier in the future. Matron Teresa might start getting annoyed if I keep staying out so late, too. So... You didn't answer, by the way. Where have you been going? I know. It's a boy, isn't it? No way, it isn't. I've just been going to an acquaintance's house. An acquaintance's house, huh? Oh ho. And what relationship do you have with this acquaintance, dare I ask? It's a place called Mercia Orphanage. I owe a lot to the matron there, so since I live in the region now, I've been able to go visit more often than I could before. An orphanage? Oh, hold up. That's the place between here and Minoria, right? Ah, phooey. I was hoping it was going to be somewhere a little more scandalous. I should have known with you. What do you mean? Well, your answer's such a good girl answer, spending your days off helping the poor little orphans and all. You're a true model student, aren't you? I'm impressed. Poor little orphans? Don't you dare call them that! What? What right do you have to talk about them like they're objects of pity? And I am not a good girl. Excuse me. I didn't think I'd ever see her like that. I've done it again, haven't I? Me and my big mouth. She's got me all wrong. I'm not some kind of model student or good girl like she thinks I am. That's not why I'm always going to the orphanage. Now where the hell do you want me to go? Freaking... To the student council room? To the old schoolhouse? Where? I didn't know you were here, Lucy. Are you still working? It's awfully late. I was, yes. It took me a bit longer than I'd expected to finish everything. I'm almost done, though, so I'll head back soon. Oh, that's good. Is something wrong, Chloe? You seem kind of down. No, I'm alright. Well, if you say so. It's past curfew, though, so you should probably start heading back to your room. I suppose that's the last place I want to be right now. Friggin', let's go check out the boys' dorm. I don't want to talk to anyone right now. Do you want to go to the old schoolhouse, Chloe? Friggin', I've already been doing this particular door for a freaking hour now. It's actually kind of shenanigans. Back in the big girl's dorm, huh? I don't want to talk to her right now. Where do you want to go, Chloe? Where can you go? I've got no reason to be here. Door's locked. Munch, this is so good. I decided to have a nap after class, though, and before I knew it, the sun was down. So here I am having my dinner. You should probably head back to your room soon if you have no reason to be out. It's past curfew, after all. But I don't know where else to go. She won't let me go to my room. Oh, friggin', do I run to the orphanage? No way. Where do I gotta freaking go for this? What's wrong with me? My heart just won't stop pounding. Why am I acting like this? Maybe I should talk to Hans. You in there, Hans? Yeah, that you, Jill? Hold on, I'll open the door. What the heck are you doing here? It's late. Did something happen? Not really. Your face tells me that's a big old lie. Come on in, I'm by myself at the moment anyway. Don't try any funny business, okay? As if I would. Now get your butt inside. So what happened? Something to do with Chloe, right? I can't keep anything from you, can I? Have you ever fought with her before? Not yet, no. She's the type to just apologize before offering her opinion on anything, so we've got nothing to fight about, really. You asking because you have? Yeah. I really hate myself sometimes, Hans. I just can't seem to stop myself from blurting out insensitive stuff even when I don't mean it. She was really angry, too. Angry? Chloe? Man, I can't even imagine that. I wish I could have seen it. Can you be serious, Hans? I am. Oh, I'm just not sure how to face her now. So I don't want to go back to my room tonight. Can I sleep here? Proposal denied. You're sleeping in your own room and that's final. I don't know what you said, but I'm sure she'll forgive you if you apologize. I don't know. Even if I do try hard to apologize, there's every chance she'll ignore me. It wouldn't be the first time she's lost a friend over something like this. All delaying going back to do is postpone the inevitable, but I can hardly blame her for being scared. How are you already asleep? Leo? Wow, you're sure back late today. You see, there's a perfectly good reason why Jill is here. I tried to say that she should go back to her own, but she wouldn't. You know it. But she wouldn't, you know it. There. But when you know it, she wouldn't listen. Then... How the situation arose is of no consequence. We will be sleeping outside tonight. I can't tell if he believed me or not. I feel like I can't understand myself at all these days. Please don't stand behind me like that. It's creepy. Someone's in a bad mood. She's not looking too good. I always wished I could have a normal life like everyone else. An ordinary family, ordinary friends. But wishing for those things just doesn't get you them. And no matter how hard I try, nothing seems to work out. I just can't seem to make any progress. I get you. You were so frustrated you ended up lashing out against a friend who's kinda on the dense side. That's not what happened at all. I'm not you. I might be annoyed at her, but Jill is still very important to me. But I'm not wrong either. I'm not going there because I pity the children or because I'm a good girl. The children there are wonderful. They don't need pity. I'm going there because I enjoy being there and because it's important to me. I don't need to be made out to be some kind of saint for going somewhere I like. Because I'm not. That's not who I am. I just wanted to be family. Why does nothing work out how I want it to? No matter how much I want friends and family, I just can't get them. Are they destined to be forever out of my reach? You're spilling all the beans tonight, huh? What about you? Is there anything in the world that you take seriously? Just one thing where you refuse to compromise. You know, you can be pretty scary when you start shouting. Forget it. Shouting at you isn't going to solve anything. So, you still don't know why you're mad, right? You're not even listening to me, are you? I just told you why. It's because I'm not going there out of pity. That's not why I'm going there at all. It's because it's genuinely important to me and because... now we're going around in circles. Sorry, this is boring as sin. Where are you going? At least listen to me. I'm trying to have a serious discussion with you. You can't walk away in the middle of it. Listen. All I'm going to say is get yourself a clear answer to my question. These things are like a knotted up rope. If you don't untangle the heart of the problem, you'll just get more and more wrapped up in yourself. What does that even mean? That's for you to find out. Lecter! Oh, who am I even kidding? He's probably just trying to bully me. No, he's not. He seems like he never takes anything seriously. But in reality, he does. You still don't know why you're mad, right? Those things are like a knotted up rope. If you don't untangle the heart of the problem, you'll just get more and more wrapped up in yourself. He's right. Why am I so angry about this? What's got me so worked up? Why? Deep down, I knew all along what I was doing. All that time, I'd been pretending not to notice the truth, but I had known since the very beginning. And to avoid facing that fact, I kept desperately clinging on to everything I could, telling myself I was right over and over again, trying to convince myself it was true. Maybe it was because I was afraid that if I accepted it, I was going to lose everything. That was why my heart was so restless. next day. I guess this must be the place. Well, it's not like I have to do anything too daring today. All I need to do is scope it out for now. I know I didn't mean any harm by what I said, but that's no excuse. I never should have made fun of the kids here without knowing anything about them. Which is why I'm going to come here, get to know more about the place, and then try to apologize to her. Maybe then she'll forgive me. Oh, looks like there's no one here. Woo! Wow. This place is actually pretty cute. Well, here comes the hard part. Jill? What are you doing here? What? Fancy seeing you here, Chloe. Do you want to come in? Come in? Yeah, okay. Wait here for a minute. I'll go make us some tea. Look, I'm sorry, Chloe. What I said was really, really insensitive, and I'm really sorry for ever saying it. Don't worry about it, Jill. When I was younger, I lost both of my parents, too. You did? That's why what you said bothered me. In my head, I saw myself in them. I didn't want to think that just because someone was an orphan, they were unfortunate by default. I didn't want to think that alone meant they were doomed to spend life unable to have the same kind of happiness that others did. I didn't want anyone to say it, or even think it. But that wasn't because I was thinking of the children here. It was because I was thinking about myself. I didn't want to be thought of as a poor little girl, either. Chloe, please allow me to finish. I wanted to think I was getting angry on the children's behalf, but now I know I wasn't. All I cared about was myself. I knew that, too, and that's why being called a model student, or being spoken of like some kind of exemplary human being, irritated me so much. I'm such a hypocrite, aren't I? Lashing out at you as if I'm sticking up for other people, when in reality, I'm only thinking of myself. I didn't want to admit it, even though I knew deep down. I shouldn't have been so annoyed by it, but I was. I really am sorry. No, you're clearly not the one at fault, Chloe. This is on me, and I'm sorry. Why you were angry with me doesn't matter. When I said something I never should have said from the get-go. I had no idea what kind of life you or the kids here had led, and I wasn't trying to imply you were a hypocrite or anything at all. I wanted to apologize to you earlier. I didn't know how, I suppose. Same here. I take back everything I said about the children, too. I had no right to be judging them when I'd never even been here or met them. I didn't know the first thing about what I was talking about. I hope you'll forgive me. Well then, would you like to meet them? Really? They sleep in bunk beds, huh? I'm kind of jealous. Achoo! That's adorable. They really do look cute when they're sleeping. Now I feel even worse for being so mean. I was more in the wrong, Jill. I knew very well you didn't actually mean any harm with what you said. All my frustrations just built to a point where I took it out on you. Seriously, don't worry about it. Let's call our faults a draw, okay? We're just going around in circles, aren't we? Still, in a way, I'm kind of glad this happened. It helped me sort out my own feelings. In fact, I feel more at peace with myself right now than I have for in a long time. Because it just hit home how important this place truly is to me. Although, to tell you the truth, all this fighting has tired me out. You too, huh? I barely slept a wink last night. Anyway, you want to get going? Yeah. It was kind of weird to finally be able to talk to you openly like this, though. We've been sharing a room all this time, but this is the first time I feel like you've truly opened up to me. Fighting aside, that alone's made me pretty happy. Yeah, I'm happy too. Thanks for coming today, Jill. I'm glad I did. May this be the start of a long and fruitful friendship. I hope so. I'm feeling so sleepy all of a sudden. This sunlight does wonders at making you want to drift off. Say, I wonder if this is how it feels to grasp what's really important to you. All this time, this orphanage was right here, same as I remembered it. All the time I was stubbornly refusing to come back. All the time I was wrestling with myself about how I felt. All that time, it was right here, waiting for me to come back. Whether I was being a hypocrite didn't matter. I genuinely love this place, and that's the only thing that ever mattered. And And now, I know that I'll always feel that way, no matter how many times I lose sight of myself or find myself losing my way. I know that I'll always eventually come back and remember how I feel. This orphanage is just part of who I am. There was also one other important thing that I found myself realizing. I still hadn't thanked him for all he had done for me, not once. Please be over. Lecter! Get back here! Today's the day you're finally going to do some work. Chloe? I'm so sorry, are you okay? Yes, I'm fine. Our pincer attack didn't work all that well. You'll have to do better than that if you want to catch the almighty Lecter. How did he get up there so fast? His agility is amazing. Ha, you've got no one to blame but yourselves for letting me get away. So long, suckers! Get back here! We'll see who's a sucker when you're chained to a chair under a mountain of paperwork. After all the times I've chased him around, I know there's got to be more to it than this, it seems. He's not making it look like he's up there, but he's making it look like he isn't. But is that all there is to it? Let's go and have a look anyway. There's a rope hanging down outside the window. What's this? Are you supposed to climb up using this? I knew I wouldn't find him here. Let's try somewhere else for now. Oh, god dang. I can't keep going, guys. It's already been almost an hour and a half of just this one freaking thing. Where did I put the key to get in here? We're stuck outside without that. Oh, hello, Chloe. You haven't been showing up for practice much lately. Sorry about that, Rigel. I've just had a lot going on lately, I suppose. Oh, right. Still, I see what we're talking about here, so I always knew there had to be some kind of legitimate reason. Drop by if you get the chance, though. We're always waiting for you. I will, thank you. I can't. I can't keep doing it. We're gonna have to pick this back up next time. I've already been recording for an hour and 40 minutes. And I like to keep them at about an hour. I was hoping this would only take 40 minutes, but I'm already... Oh my god. This is ridiculous. They were kidding when they said these were not short. Well, everybody, this has been Ark Nova. Playing Trails in the Sky the Third. Till next time, stay cool.